is an incredible athlete. He is a superstar.
Back then, I was like,
I would offer you a lot of money.
Welcome to a very interesting special edition of One-on-One. We were joined by Dr. Nadia Sweden, who is the author of the book, The Active Women's Health and Fitness Handbook, a head-to-toe guide for the athlete in all of us. Nadia will be right back right after this. This is a good one. You don't want to miss this show. I'll get that out.
What can a school play teach us about financial relationships? Your role is always important. With the right direction, a lot can be accomplished. At Wachovia, we learn from the world around us. Talk to us. Together, we'll achieve uncommon things.
Our children, our future, our hope. Youth sports should teach our children integrity, teamwork, cooperation, and respect. But sports violence is sending our children a different message. The St. Barnabas Healthcare System is helping with a program called Rediscovering Youth Sportsmanship. Embraced by these organizations, it brings together our best and brightest healthcare professionals. Sports should bring out the best in kids. Shouldn't it do the same for you? Be part of the solution.
Imagine walking down the street and your bones start to crumble. Well, this is happening right now to half the women in America. It's called osteoporosis. It starts in your 30s. Your bones lose their density and their strength. They become brittle. They break easily. But there is good news about osteoporosis. You don't have to get it. You can treat it. You can beat it. Just see your doctor to find out how. Now.
You're looking at the smiling, beautiful face of Dr. Nadia Sweden. Good to see you.
Nice to see you too. Thank you.
Where did you study?
I did my residency at Northwestern in Chicago, and I went to medical school in University of Cincinnati. I'm from Ohio.
From Ohio?
I'm from Ohio originally, yeah.
Excellent. And you were the author of the book, The Active Women's Health and Fitness Handbook. Why'd you write this book?
It's about everything I do and practice and love, but also I kind of stumbled into writing because I started speaking on the female athlete at our academy meetings and was proposed to write a textbook, which I did write, Women's Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. And after I wrote that, it was also suggested to me that I do sort of a book for everybody. And this has just been so much more fun and exciting, and it's just really great. And I think it's going to be very helpful to people and women especially because it explains a lot of what doctors tell you and what magazines tell you and what nutritionists tell you, and really kind of boils it down to the truth, I think.
Let me try this one. First, a little bit about your background. Your family is?
My parents live in Florida. They're retired. My father's actually retired OBGYN, which is good background as well.
Yes.
My mother's actually retired.
Would you have particular interest or concern about an OBGYN at this point?
Yeah, because I'm pregnant.
You are with child as we do the program.
I am.
And we'll talk a little bit later about exercise and pregnancy, but go ahead, more about your family.
Yeah, and my mom is actually a retired occupational therapist, so it all kind of fits together. My parents both are extremely active now. They both play lots of tennis and golf in Florida on a regular basis, and they love it.
You were an athlete?
Good. Yeah, ever since I was little. When I was very little, we had a pool in our backyard, and I almost drowned when I was 3 years old. My mom was like going to get the phone, and she came out and she found me head first in the pool, so they decided that's it, we're going to take her to swimming lessons. So they started that very early, and I loved it. And my brother, they did the same thing with, and we both loved it. So swimming was kind of our first sport. But my mom was also a very avid downhill skier, so we went skiing quite a lot. And I actually had an injury skiing when I was 3 years old of my knee, so I think all of this has kind of shaped what I do, and I've done all kinds of sports since then too. So,
Nadia, let's try this. My producers are asking me a real good question in my ear. It's usually where the good questions come from. Right there. See? Right there. Is it good to get kids involved in sports? I want to be clear here. Sports versus athletics or exercise. Is there a difference?
Well, I guess, you can say running down the street 10 times is exercise versus running on a track team is a sport. But it's pretty, you know, they all involve the same thing. They all cross the same boundaries, and they all, essentially for my purposes and for health purposes, they all, you know, help keep you healthy and strong and able to maneuver your way through life in many other ways in addition to health.
But at the same time, there are a whole